All right, hello, my fire signs. We're just gonna go ahead and get into your reading. So if you have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this reading is for you if it resonates. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna do what's currently working in your life and what currently isn't. We're gonna do this from May 20th to June 20th. And then we're going to get into your career, your love life, and then what the ancestors have for you, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into this. Let's go ahead and dive into this. When I was doing this, I kept wanting to say Scorpio instead of Sagittarius. So if you are dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart, pay attention. I kept was like, trying to meditate, and the Scorpio just kept trying to come in there with this sting. I'm just like, it's not fire, it's not Leo, that's not Aries, it's not Sag. You're doing fire signs. Thank you. Okay. Let's get into your reading. This is what is currently not working for you from May 20th to June 20th, and what is. Spirit, what is not working for the fire signs, Leo, Sag, and Aries? Leo, Sag, and Aries. Leo, Sag, and Aries. Oh. What isn't working for the fire signs, Leo, Sag, and Aries? Leo, Sag, and Aries. Speak up. Anything else, Spirit? Fill it in there. Speak up before we move on. It's not. There we go. There we go. And final for what's not working. Okay. Spirit, what is working for Leo, Sag, and Aries? Leo, Sag, and Aries, what is currently working from May 20th to June 20th? Is working. What is working for Leo, Sag, and Aries? Hey. Okay. Anything else for what is working, Spirit, for Leo, Sag, and Aries before I move on? What is working, Spirit? What is working? You guys got 4 cards on each side, which means that, hello, that scared me, which means that you are guided and you are protected, but you may not feel like it at this time. Again, applies to your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus, okay? So fire signs, this is currently what is not working from May 20th to June 20th. We have triumphant success, okay? So you may become successful or something. You may have gained something that you have been wanting, or you may be in a higher position. You just felt very successful. Like you came out from something. You came out from something, but you don't feel it. You don't believe it. You're not emotionally involved in it. You're just like, oh, yeah, I guess I did that. That's cool. It's whatever. Like, this is something that you have been toiling over. This is something that you have been working for. This is something that you have been wanting. This is something that you have been struggling with. But honestly, it feels like it has drained you so much on an emotional and mental scale that you don't feel like it's triumphant. You don't feel like you actually succeeded. You're just like, oh, I made it out. That's it. Where's the energy? Where's the happiness? Where's the joy? You feel like it just didn't matter. You feel depleted, and I'm saying it because what also isn't working for you is power. You feel like you have no power. You feel like it got drained. You feel like it got used up. You feel like you have been through so fucking much. It just doesn't matter that it's not happening to you anymore. It doesn't matter that you made it out. You're just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I could care less. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay? And you're just like, And power in the major arcana card is strength. So you don't feel like you have inner strength. You don't feel like you have inner power anymore. You feel like it is what it is. It is what it is. Right? And the reason why I'm saying, again, it's weighing on you so much because you have emotional withdrawal. You don't feel emotionally attached to this success. You don't feel like, you just feel numb, right? You like, it just, that's what's not working for you. It's not expressing those feelings, it's not expressing those emotions, it's not expressing the gratitude, it's not expressing like, I'm fucking out of this, I'm not going through this anymore, I'm not experiencing this anymore. You're just trying to chalk it up as it is what it is, or it was what it was. And I guess when it is something that is triumphant, something that has led to success, but you don't feel like it. In your mental, you don't feel it. Which blue is the mental card. Excuse me. And green is emotions. You have been feeling like emotionally and mentally, it just doesn't matter. And a weight on your body physically to feel like you don't have any power anymore. And the reason why I'm saying it's also weighing on you mentally is because you also have mental conflict. You have mental conflict. You have something that is fucking with you mentally, that has really planted itself in there. It has really rooted itself in there to the point where you are emotionally withdrawn from yourself. And when you get a disconnect from yourself, when you are separate from yourself, when you are removed from yourself, your mental is going to take hold. It's going to run rampant. It's going to be like a child that got coked up on sugar, okay? It is going to be crazed, and you're not going to feel like you have any control over it. And I've already seen that you feel like you don't have any control over it, because you feel like this drained me so much, all of what I've been through. I don't have any power anymore. I don't have any strength anymore. I don't have any will power. I don't have any confidence. I'm just over it. I'm done. I'm emotionally withdrawn. I'm just going to pull back. I'm going to remove myself. I'm over it. I don't feel it anymore. Right? And that is causing mental confliction in your head, because you feel like you should be happy. You feel like this is a great moment, right? That's what you want to think, but it's not coming out that way. Okay? So pay attention to when you are going towards success, or when you are trying to get out of something, or when you are currently going through something that is mentally straining. Ooh, that felt good. Ooh, mentally straining or hard, or just emotionally, anything, whether that be relationship, career, life, anything. You have to always want to make sure that your mental is in check. Your mental is at the top of your priority, okay? So that's not what's working for you May 20th to June 20th. So pay attention to that. And want to be mindful of any mental conflict. Want to be mindful of we becoming emotionally withdrawn to ourselves and others. We want to be mindful of if we feel like we don't have any strength, any power, any wisdom, we don't have anything inside of us, because we gave it all to this issue. We gave it all to becoming this thing. Okay? I am going to need clarification. Can you give me clarification on trapped and fear, please, for what is working? Clarification on trapped and fear for what is working, please. Okay. There we go. I was a little confused. So this is what is working for you. Okay. So first we got trapped in fear, and I was a little confused because that is also mental constraint. So I just asked a little clarification, and I got transformation. Okay. We got transformation, which is also a major iconic card. So I'm just going to want to read that real quick. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was the death card because it's 13. So you're going to have death within fear. You're going to remove the fear out of your mental. You are no longer going to be afraid of your success, but you're also not going to be afraid of your emotions. You're not going to be afraid of your mind. You're not going to be afraid of your feelings. Hello? You are going to want to go ahead and step into the power. You're no longer trapped in fear. You had a transformative death, a transformative ending. So this is allowing you to recognize that I no longer need to stay. Look at this. They're literally trapped themselves. There is literally no lock on that gate. There's nothing that's actually holding them back. It's just their own mental. So again, you have to recognize that within your own mental, you have to check in. There's a death that needs to happen. There's a transformative ending, a transformation that needs to take place. There's something inside of you that you feel like if I shut it down, if I just withdraw from my emotions, if I continue to just have mental conflict, if I continue not to trust in my power, it'll be fine. But you don't transform that way. You just shut down your body. You shut down what you're sending out, okay? So we don't want to do that, okay? So what also is working for you is your own solar plexus. This is your element. This is the third chakra, okay? We're going to go ahead and read that. So that this is what is working for you. So you will want to tap into the color yellow. The sound that you want to use is rum, rum. It's spelled like ram. So ram. The element obviously is fire, which is your element. So again, tapping back into yourself. Recognizing who the fuck you are, that you do have power. And for it to also be the line with the Leo and the red and all of that, tap into that. Tap into the sun. Tap into the optimism and the courageous and the exploration of the Sagittarius. Tap into starting shit and doing shit and having that willpower and confidence of the Aries. Tap into I'm confident and strong and I'm sure of myself and I'm the leader of the Leo. We want to make sure that we're not forgetting who we are. And your glands that are resonant in your body are the pancreas and the adrenal, which is right above the navel. So right above here, okay? So the key words are I can. I can be happy for my success. I can be happy for my power. I can resonate. I can get myself out of fear. I can. Those are the words that you want to use. I can. No longer I can't. I don't care. It is what it is. Whatever. I can. Because now you have a verbal contract with yourself and saying, I'm going to do something. Okay? It says it represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. Okay? It says the energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. It is also associated with clear sentience, which again is that inner feeling. Like I said, it just gave me this numb feeling. Like you just been feeling numb. Like you just kind of just walking through life just to be here, but you're not actually living. It says to balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance, and movement, or breath work with color. Okay? So in addition, be aware of people who drain your energy, and workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you to be open and harmonious in this area. So take a class, take a lesson, go do something, go dance, go move. Just allow yourself to feel your body moving and you're able to get more into interconnection of that. The breath work allows you to feel your lungs expanding and allowing you to take that in, okay? What also is working for you is emotional loss. Probably like, that makes no sense. Emotional loss and what it means for this card, for what is working for you, it means you have to get rid of emotions that you're holding on to that no longer benefit you. Emotions are supposed to be a motion through your body and to get the fuck out, right? But right now you are holding on to these emotions so deeply to what has happened to you, to what you have went through, to what your current situation is, whatever you're holding on to it so much that you can't actually release. So what is going to work for you is allowing yourself to experience some type of emotional loss. And look at it. It's literally a shell. It's coming out of this person and it's releasing. But it's still a light inside of them. It hasn't diminished. It hasn't tarnished. It hasn't went out. It is still there. It is allowing them to see, I felt this way. I do feel this way. I have experienced this. But I'm not currently going to allow these past emotions to dictate my current to the point where I'm going to be numb, withdrawn, mentally and fighting myself, right? We don't want that. We don't need that for us, okay? So enjoy the emotional loss. It will hurt, but it's for your benefit emotionally, okay? The last card that we have for what is working for you is the third eye chakra. I love that. It's your third eye chakra again going in. We're going to go ahead and read that for you. So the color is indigo. The sound is which is the sound everybody knows. The element is light. Again, you need to step back into the light. You are literally a fire sign. You literally are light. But somehow, some way, you have shrunken your light to barely be able to see inside the darkness of your own self. And that is something that we don't want. Because when you can't even see inside the darkness of ourselves, we allow ourselves to be overtaken by it and not actually embracing it in a way that has a great balance. My shirt today is really fucking it up with these readings. Allow the balance with yourself, okay? The gland is the pituitary gland, which is right here. And the key words are I see. I see. I see how this is working out for me. I see how it's for my benefit. I see that this is no longer for my good. I see that I want to do this, and I can. I see and I can, okay? It says, it says it's about clairvoyance, which is inner seeing, okay? It's about intuition, and higher levels of consciousness are all associated with this energy center, okay? It says, to balance the third eye chakra, I recommend that you practice walking meditations, breath work, yoga, Tai Chi, which is actually movement of power, of taking the power and putting it into and pushing it out with your hands, which would definitely work since you guys feel like you don't have any power, you don't have any energy. And color therapy. So again, drawing, working with some art, doing a workshop. Breath work is just, again, from the breath into your lungs, things of that sort, okay? Don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development, as it's important to remember that they all should be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. So these are the chakras that they really want you to focus on, okay? Your solar, look at that pretty color together. Ooh. And we want to know what this looks like? The blue flame and the yellow flame of a lighter. Fire, okay? So that is for May 20th to June 20th, okay? That is what is and isn't working for your daily life. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into your career. Again, if you are somebody that only is their own boss, somebody that works for somebody that doesn't have a job right now, somebody that wants to start their own business, somebody that works independently, like a 10, whatever it is, not your career, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. Blessings. This is what we can look forward to in your career. Okay? A little constriction right there. I got the power. You know what I was singing? With our hearts as strong as horses. That's what I keep hearing. Your heart is as strong as a horse. Strong as a horse. Okay. Spirit, what do we have for fire signs for their career? For their career. What do we have? The Aries, the Leo, and the Sag. Speak now, please. Speak now, please. Aries, Leo, and the Sag. I saw you, but I didn't pull you out. Okay. All right. Anything else for their career for the fire sign spirit? Ooh. Alrighty. So we have Earth. Being rooted in what you want to do. Being solid. Trusting that you know what you want to do. Trusting how you know you want to do it. Trusting in that capability. Being rooted. Alright. Do you feel like you have stable roots and currently where your career is at this moment in time? Okay? So just to pull it up, just to pull it out, just to get inside. Okay? It says, the tangible world and all that is physical in nature, what you can see, feel, and touch, invites you to participate in enjoying it. So again, if with your daily life you feel disconnected emotionally and mentally, tap back into that earth for your career. Is this what I can see myself doing? Do I feel like I'm enjoying this energy right now? Right? It says, inviting earth energy to your current situation, which is your career, what you decide to do, will bring more stability at this time. Stability, and that is what you want. It says, be kind to this temple of a body focus. Sorry, be kind to this temple of a physical body that is the home for your soul. It requires adequate nutrition and rest. Meditate on this symbol when you want more of a connection to the physical plane and validation of all that is here in the three-dimensional world with it. Honor it, see it, feel it, experience it with love and respect. So again, for your career, are you rooted in there? Do you see that you can set up a solid ground, a solid foundation? Do you feel like you have a long-lasting career? Again, whether you are starting your own business, you have your own business, you are working for someone else, you are looking for a promotion. Is this something that you feel is tangible? Do you feel like it's something that is stable? Do you feel like this is something that is going to bring you joy in the physical world, right? Do you feel like it's going to bring you back to that sense of self with your career? Do you feel like you actually have a work-life balance? Do you feel like you can actually take time? Do you feel like you're actually heard? Do you feel like you're actually recognized and validated for the work that you do, for what you are accomplishing? It's like when you go out and like, look at that fucking tree. That's a nice tree. Do you feel that way at work? Do you feel like you are just a number? Or do you feel rooted, stable? Do you feel like you are able to prosper? Again, with the earth, planting the seeds that we want to grow is very powerful in our careers since we spend a lot of time doing it, especially if you are a person that has their own business. You're doing it 100% of the time. We want to make sure that we are planting the seeds of stability within this three-dimensional world. So that way it doesn't affect our fourth dimension or our fifth dimension, okay? So we want to make sure that we are taking that in and cultivating that. But just know that no matter what's going on, no matter what decision that you choose within your career, whether to quit the job, to ask for the promotion, to say I need a higher raise, to up your prices on your product, to expand your product, anything of that sort, to feel like you really, to take a break, to take a moment, you're going to be protected through it all. In this period, and this decision that you make for your career is going to be protected. And it's going to be led by the guides, okay? So pay attention to them. Have a conversation with your ancestors, your guides, right? And even if that's a mentor that you look up to, somebody that you seek out, you are going to be protected in this, okay? Focusing on that, listening on that, honing on that, because it is very meaningful. It is very, it's very wise of you. That's what I'm hearing. It's very wise of you to make sure that if you're not rooted, to upplant yourself and plant yourself in something that is needed, right? Because even with the guides, that's water. You're going to be able to feed yourself that. Like I said, what are you feeding yourself? Are you nourishing yourself, right? But either way, you're going to be protected. This can also signify that you may have to travel soon, you may have to relocate soon, you may have to move positions soon, because it's about protection no matter where you are. Land, sea, air, different dimensions. So if you are feeling that move, that shake, like I need to move, that's perfectly fine. The wind blows, trees move, flowers, all of it. So take that in and have a conversations with your guides as well, okay? So that is what is currently looking out for your career. Is it something that you feel like you can be rooted in? Do you feel like it's actually stable for you in the physical world? If it's not, talk to your guides about it and know that you are protected divinely no matter what decision you decide to make, okay? Now we're going to get into the love life. And when I say love life, I mean platonic relationships, romantic relationships, crushes, family, all of it. Because that is a relationship. That is your love life. That is how you are deciding to extend your love, okay? Oh, I need a drink. Okay? We're going to see what's not working in your love life and what is working. Again, this is from May 20th to June 20th. Thank you, Spirit. No, water. I said water. Fire. Fire. Why did I say water? I said earth and water. You know what's crazy? It's like I said before this reading, I kept wanting to say Scorpio. So if you, and then when I was shuffling, just talking, I kept saying, no, we're doing fire sign. No, water sign. So if you are dealing with the water sign, because like I said before this meditation, it was on my mind. So I don't know what's going on, but we're going to figure out what's not working. What's not working in relationships for the fire sign, Spirit? What is not working in relationships for the fire signs? Speak now, please. I feel you. I feel you in there. We got a water card. Okay. Is there anything else that is not working Is there anything else that is not working for the fire signs in their relationships? There's too many cards, but I do feel it right here. Ooh, okay. What is working in the relationships with the fire signs? What is working in their relationships? What is working for the relationships for the fire signs? You guys got a lot of water for what's working. Fire and water, huh? That's a hilarious combo. Fire and water. All right, let's get into this. All right, so what isn't working is the crocodile and the unicorn. We're just going to get straight into it so that way we can see exactly why it may not be working in our relationships. Again, this can be lovers, friends, family, career as well, your coworkers, all the good stuff, okay? No, crocodile is in the beginning. Okay, so the crocodile stands for resting, submerging, collecting energy, and cooling off. So maybe you're coming in a little bit too hot. You're coming in a little bit too raw. You're coming in like, you're not collecting your energy. You're just, this is the energy I have. This is the energy you're going to get. You're not actually cooling off. You're not taking a moment to reflect or think. Okay? It says the crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Okay? Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. Again, just take a moment, because right now you're continuously talking, you're continuously doing all of this, you're continuously trying to, I got to do this, you got to do this, we got to do, let's talk, it's becoming a lot, and you're not able to actually collect your energy. You're not able to actually rest. You're not actually able to go inside of self and get your words together in a way that is productive for the relationship, okay? If you want an actual productive relationship, you want to go inward, and it's not walking on eggshells. It's being mindful of not so much what I say, but how I'm going to say what I need to say anyway, okay? It says the crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life challenges will disappear. So it doesn't make that for issues disappear. It's just waiting. If you need a moment, take a moment. Do not allow that fire, that heat, especially with you maybe feeling mental conflict and you're already feeling emotionally withdrawn, going with that first ram power of this is the energy I got, this is the energy you're going to get. When you haven't even collected the energy inside of yourself, it's not going to be productive for lasting relationships, okay? It says the crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing. So again, just say, hey, I need a moment. Can I think about this? Can we talk about this later? I don't have the capacity right now to share. I am feeling certain. It's just saying that is not a discussion. It's saying this is what it is. Okay? It says intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. So not just allowing it to go, you're building on it, okay? Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. Especially since you already feel like you don't have any power, you're acting out in a way that acts like you don't have any power, and it's showing, right? But when you tap into that crocodile, you go inside and you recognize the wisdom and the power that you have and utilizing it in a way that is beneficial. It says when you are in balance, you are wise. And wise is gathering the knowledge from the past with that person, whomever this relationship is. Again, all it is, and utilizing it. Because knowledge is only what stays in your head. Wisdom is what comes out in actions from the knowledge, okay? You are patient. So not, this is how I'm feeling right now. This is how you need to feel. This is what we need to talk about. You're patient with also them. You're patient if you're feeling misunderstood. You're patient if you're feeling not heard. You are allowing yourself to recognize that, okay, we just need a moment. Okay? It says a silent powerhouse. Powerhouse. Again, you in the beginning, what wasn't working for you was the lack of feeling like there was no power. Right? You didn't feel happy with this success. You didn't feel like it was triumphant. It didn't matter. But you are a silent powerhouse. This means you're able to go inside of yourself. When you're out of balance, you feel stuck and you lash out. It literally says lashes out. Like I said, are you just coming at people? This is what it is. You need to come and figure out what's going on inside of you before you start trying to figure out a relationship outside of yourself. Figure out the relationship with yourself. Cool off, rest, submerge, collect your energy, become a little bit more inner aware, so that way when you go out, it's able to work, okay? It says to bring it to balance, rest or the crocodile pose. And the crocodile pose is when you lay flat out, like you're just laying flat on your stomach, and then you put your hands like this and your head down. Right? That's they call it a different name, but I'm going to call it the crocodile pose. Okay, it's called the crocodile pose, and or just resting. Take a fucking nap before you feel like you need to talk. Go outside, smoke, relax your mind. Okay. What also isn't working is the unicorn. And you guys want to know what the unicorn is in your relationship? The unicorn stands for the 6th chakra. So what is working for us in our daily life is our 6th chakra. But maybe we may feel a little bit too hard with our relationship, right? So what wills work? It says reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity, okay? It says when we get this, it says we want to think about a higher power in our mind hesitates from yes or no. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? So it's a lot of questioning going on, which means there could be a lot of questioning in a relationship. You feel like you can see things that aren't there, but you're not able to communicate it, right? So you need to reconnect with your higher wisdom and divinity, your guides, right? To help to lead you, right? In this mindset. It says the mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. But especially since you are maybe struggling with not being able to connect in with your experience and what will work and what is going to work, is tapping into that. Is also tapping into that with your relationships and realizing, again, don't look at this as face front, but look at it as truly what is happening in your life and what is going to benefit you, okay? So take that mindset in, take that understanding in. It says, some say our 2 eyes see the past and present, while the 3rd eye peers into the future. And if you are acting out in a way that is not thinking of your future in this relationship, it can be very detrimental, okay? Now we're going to get into what is working in your life. Again, it's all water. I'm going to just let you know right now. So maybe you need to kind of go with the flow, release, go near the water. You got to be, it's all water. But we're going to get into it. We're going to go in chronological order. We have the starfish is working for you in your relationship, which is beautiful. The starfish is beautiful. It's alluring. It's also can be a little superficial and shallow, but that's okay. We all deal with those things. I call them face value, just kind of face value. Okay. It says the starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. It says being around someone with the starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. So when you are tapping into that starfish energy, people love to be around you. They get excited to be around you. They love to feel it. They love to enjoy it, okay? It says the problem is these creatures have been relying on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? Which can also be why you're feeling with the unicorn. You're trying to see in the future. You're trying to do all this extra stuff. You're trying to lash out. You just want to get it figured out now because of how it looks. But what is actually going to work for you is just going deeper inside of yourself and seeing how that looks. How does this look? How does that feel? How does that going inside? Right? It says, what dreams have I put aside to please others? So have you been putting your dreams aside for your relationships just to keep them? Is that why you're lashing out? Is that why you feel like in the future it's not going to work out? Are you going out of resentment? Are you going out of hurt? Are you going out of not being able to express yourself? Are you going out of only looking at things at face value of this is what it is? Right? It says when you're in balance, you are uplifting. So not only to yourself, but you're uplifting to others. You are very artistic. whether that be writing, whether that be speaking, whether that be drawing, whatever it is. And you're also expressive. Expressive means you're able to express yourself, not lash out, not neglect yourself, not neglect the inner. You are able to express yourself in a way that is meaningful. But when you are out of balance, you gossip and you feel empty. What did I say? It's like even in your day-to-day life, you're feeling like numb, like you're drained. There's nothing there. So if you are feeling that also in your current relationship, or you're thinking about a relationship, or you're just, again, friendships, romantic, family, all of that, you can gossip. You're gossiping with them, you're gossiping about them. You're just ready to just talk and share with everybody, but you're not being expressive to the people that you need to be expressive with. You're not talking with them. You're not taking a moment to cool yourself and be mindful, right? And be aware of inner awareness. It says to bring into balance positive friends. Have positive people around you that also help you uplift. Because what they see in you is what you need to start seeing in yourself. That natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all, they see that in you. So be around people that see that in you and speak that to you as well. Because sometimes being the light, being the fire, people are seeing you so much that you feel like you always have to be on. You always have to be ready. You always have to respond. You always have to do something. Take a moment and think about you. Especially since you got the solar plexus and what is going to work for you, which is your element. Think about you. Right? Take that in. The next one that we have is the octopus. This is, again, what is going to work for you in your relationships. The octopus is about reaching, yearning, and lacking boundaries and direction, okay? So the octopus signifies a wonderful, perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. So, again, ooh, bless me, my eye. So when we feel like we don't have any boundaries, it's given that you don't feel like you have any boundaries within yourself. You're not setting any, obviously, with the octopus. But you want to make sure that with your perceptive mind, with your wisdom, with you tapping into that more and going inside of self with your transformative ending and no more moving out of fear and more moving out of that mindset, you're able to tap into healthy boundaries, right? Okay, it says, unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. Well-intended but messy. So with the gossiping, with the lashing out, with the withdrawing, all of these things that can lead to you not having healthy boundaries. I need a break. I need a moment. Can we talk about this later? Can we do this later? Again, no matter what relationship it is, you got to do that, okay? The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. You ain't got to talk that much. Expressive means I'm able to express myself, again, from what is inside. I'm able to be a lot more vocal. I'm able to share a whole lot more. I'm able to be more artistic with it. I'm able to be more creative with it. Using your third eye for introspection for the future in a way that is mindful, okay? It says they believe that what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. So again, be mindful, people. If to bring into balance with the starfish, to have the beauty and to bring people that love on you, is to have positive people around you. To see that you are being positive, you are being uplifting, you are artistic, you are like, you put me under a spell of your personality and all these things. If I'm feeling drained around you, restricted around you, hindered around you, all of these things, it's because the octopus is at play. And it's saying, my boundaries are being crossed. It says, begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change, okay? So again, which is also why it wasn't working for you. It's like, I set this boundary, why are you not? It takes a while. Habits take 21 days to break. Do you have at least enough patience for 21 days with this person? for meaningful relationships, for positive relationships, for allowing that. You can see into the future, but you're seeing into the future so much off of the current situation that you're not able to see that they may be able to change. You got to have patience. You got to cool down. You got to go in and recognize, okay? This is the boundary I set, especially since after everything, you're just now recognizing the boundary that you need to be set. Give them time to adjust to that boundary as well that you just recognized that you needed to have in place. It says, when you are in balance with the octopus, you are interested, you are engaged, and you are intelligent. You're engaged in that relationship. You're interested in what they have to say. You're interested in the conversation. You're interested in what they do just as much as they're interested in you. They are engaged. You're really listening. And you're like into it. Yeah, versus before it was like emotional withdrawal, mental conflict. You were numb. You're just lashing out. I didn't even care. I'm gossiping. You're engaged with an intention of wanting to know someone more. Wanting to dive more, have a great conversation, right? When you're out of balance, you are needy, which means you really, again, need to set those boundaries up, because you shouldn't need somebody more than you need yourself. It's good to want somebody, but to need somebody is stepping over the boundary, right? You are clingy, controlling. I need it. You got to be here. You got to be right next to me. Whatever is going on with yourself, you are projecting onto other people in a way that is not healthy, okay? We want to make sure that what we are doing is tapping into the good octopus energy. And you lack courage, power, strength, confidence. You're allowing yourself to be overtaken by fear, by doubt. All these things, right? It says to bring back into balance with the good octopus energy is space to oneself. Again, you really sometimes got to go in. You ain't got to be seen by everybody. Go inside of yourself. Go inside of yourself. They keep telling you, go inside it. It's okay to go inside. Get some positive friends that will understand, that will love you, but go inside of yourself. They also said talk therapy will help you as well to bring into balance. So talking to yourself, talking to other people, talking to a therapist, right? You got to start allowing yourself to allow the waters to wash over you. Okay? The last one that we have is the beaver. Yours is back to back to back. It was one right after the other, which is hard worker, loyal, tireless, and family first. Okay? So again, you're allowing yourselves this, but with a healthy boundary and with the understanding that, yes, my beauty is great, but I don't need to give it to everybody, only the people that actually are feeding into me, okay? It says, the beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and expressive it by the way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability, right? Which is also what we were talking about in our career, tapping more into the earth energy. So that, although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through, which again, tapping into the positivity of your third eye chakra, tapping into that transformative energy, allowing yourself to continuously progress and work on yourself. Continuously work on this relationship. If you set a boundary, give them some patience, give them some time to actually hone in on the boundary and respect it and work with it, okay? And work with you, okay? It says the beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. So again, if you really want this relationship to work, you really want it to be meaningful, you really want it to be long-standing, you have to be ready to put in the long-term work. Not thinking short term, I can see into the future real quick and ain't gonna work out. Give it some time. Reflect. Take a step back. Go into self. Think. Calm your mind. Calm your mind. Cool off. Okay? It says, it can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, which is selfless service. Is doing stuff just in a way that it's not like I need to be seen. I need to be recognized. I'm just going to do this for you because I love you, because I care about you, because you deserve it. for you. That's where selfless comes from. I'm not thinking about myself, but I want to do this for you. When you're balanced, you are happy and you're doing meaningful work. Meaningful work in a relationship. You're communicating better. You're setting up boundaries. You are hanging out. You're interested in what they have to say. You're having very intellectual conversations. You're loving on each other. You're allowing each other space and patience when time is needed. It is happy, meaningful work. When you're out of balance, you feel useless and worn out. Like I said, it wasn't working in the beginning. You felt empty. You felt numb. You felt drained. It seems like this is really giving a relationship reading. So, So bring it to balance, physical labor, and selfless service. Again, you got to put in the work, baby. Put in the work for this relationship. Whether it be a friendship, whether it be romantic, whether it be a career, or whether it be with yourself. But you need to utilize all this for all those relationships, either way it goes, okay? Now we're just going to go ahead and get some final messages from your ancestors and see what is working for you and what isn't working for you, okay? It's from your ancestors, from your guides, okay? For the fire energy. For the fire. Just one more. Just feel it, like one more. There you go. Spirit, what is not working for the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries? What is not working for the fire sign, Spirit? All right. Anything else that is not working for the fire sign, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. Everybody getting this card. Oh my goodness. Okay. Spirit, what is working? Spirit, what is working for the fire signs? What is working for the fire signs? What is working for the fire signs? I got it. I know. I got it. Yep. I got it. I was a little confused at first, but I got it. Anything else that is working for the fire signs? Okay, let's get into what isn't working. This is a message from your ancestors, your guides, the universe. Okay, so what isn't working is that you're obsessed. You're obsessed. You are obsessed. You are obsessed. You are obsessed. You keep overthinking something, 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 keep overthinking. You're draining your energy. You're draining your power. You feel like you need to be withdrawn because of this obsession. You feel like it's taking you away from so much. And it's taking you from yourself mainly. You are becoming so obsessed with everything that's happening outward that no matter what happens outward, you feel like it's not affecting you inwardly. But it is, which is why you feel like you are emotionally withdrawn. Why you feel like I'm having mental constraints, I'm confused, I'm down on myself, I have fear, I have worry, I'm anxious, and I don't have any power, I don't have any energy, I'm drained, my relationships aren't working, I'm just lashing out, I'm hostile, I see so far into the future that I can't. You're so obsessed with your thoughts at this moment, like you just act. You just act. You just keep going because you feel like it isn't over. You feel like, again, you feel like that success, you coming out from the ground, that triumphant success, that it's still happening. You still are living this in your body, still living this in your mind. You're like, this isn't over. This isn't over. This is, yeah, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. And honestly, it says that stick up your ass must be uncomfortable because it's causing you uncomfortability in your life, in yourself. You're feeling numb, you're feeling drained, you're feeling powerless, you're feeling weak, you're feeling afraid, you're feeling all these things because you are obsessed over something that you feel isn't over. You feel isn't done. You came out on top, but you feel like you're still under the ground. You feel like you're still suffocating. And that's why you're just like, well, it is what it is. I guess I came out of it because you're still obsessed with it. Because it allows you to be seen in a way that's in the forefront instead of being seen in a way where you can recluse into yourself and see yourself, right? We have your kidneys hating you, hydrate now. So maybe you've been trying to drink it away. Maybe you've been eating it away, eating things that aren't healthy for you, that aren't right for you. You're just like, hydrate. That's also probably why you got a lot of water as well. Hydrate yourself. And also with the Scorpio is about things coming into light because they are led by the swamp energy and things can be hidden. But they also are about reclusing into the swamp. And the crocodiles live in swamps, things of that sort. So allow yourself to submerge in that coolness, submerge in who you are in your actual awareness, and hydrate, okay? Everybody's getting daddy issues. So fact check those daddy issues. Fact check those daddy issues. That could be also why you keep replaying a situation over and over again, because it's because of daddy issues, that small thing that happened back then or recently with your dad or anything is leading you into this way, okay? Fact checked. You need to actually start looking at the facts of the situation. You came out. This is over. You are not like your dad. You're not currently with your dad. You're not around your dad. Your dad has, you have to deal with these issues because right now it is making you so uncomfortable and it is literally drying out your own personal power of reservoir, which is why you need to hydrate. Okay? This is why you need to hydrate, because right now you're lying to yourself and you're lying to everybody. Drop the facade. Drop the facade. If you need a moment after coming out of something, yes, it may be triumphant success, but if you need a moment to think, to breathe, to reflect in a way that you aren't gossiping, you aren't lashing out, you don't feel stuck, you don't feel needy, you're not doing all this, you don't feel obsessive, drop the facade and say what the fuck you need. Okay? Because yes, you can see, but you can also say, I need this. I need a moment. I need a break. I need a breather. Okay? So that's not what's working for you. That's what's not working for you. Okay? What is working for you is you're always on the right path. So buck the system. So what is going to work for you is doing things that you need to do for you. Not thinking about other people, not thinking about how it looks like the starfish, not thinking about, I need to intertwine my life and just share everything. Buck the system. Buck what you think you need to do and do what you feel you need to do, what you know you need to do, okay? Not, I think I should do this because of this, because either way, you're going to be on the right path, but it's a matter, are you going to take the long way, the detour? Or are you going to buck the system and be like, yeah. Be like, this is out of character of you. This is me coming even into my character even more. Okay? And what is going to work for you is shadow work, because something put a spell on you. Something has you in a trance. Something has you put a spell on you. And now you're mine. Right? You need to recognize and go back into that shadow work. Why was I not happy? Why did I not feel like I actually came out on top after this hardship, after this stress, after this worry, after coming out on top, after getting, this triumphant success? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel emotionally detached and drained and withdrawn? Why do I feel numb? Shadow self, the best shadow work to do is to just ask questions and sit and listen and wait for the answers of the inner self. That's some of the shadow work comes with a lot of things, but asking questions is the start, okay? Something put a spell on you, which is why you're obsessed, which is why you're in a trance, which is why you are continuously having these issues, okay? We have take a hike, go outside, go enjoy nature, a meditative walk, you know, go outside and think, go outside and look at the colors, do that breath work, bring it in the inside, bring it in the green of the trees, bring it in the blue of the sky, you know, that's, you know, hold on, oh my goodness, my phone is dying, hold on, fire signs, we're almost there. There we go. Okay. We're literally at the end. Okay. So take a hike, go outside, go enjoy nature. You're two inside. You're two inside. You're two inside. You're two inside. Okay? Get out. Get out. You're a magical ass being. Act accordingly. 777 is also about releasing fear, looking to the future with excitement, with joy, with passion, with true happiness, okay? That is what 77 stands for, especially since you got reminder you're always on the right path, which is 77. Release that fear and do what you need to do for you. For you. Because that, again, will benefit your relationships where you're able to take a moment, take a step back, reflect and think, and then come. Okay? We have, oh, happy day and something to celebrate. But it won't matter until you start dealing with your shit. But it does matter because it will be a happy day. It'll be something to celebrate. Maybe it's your change of thinking. Maybe it's your way of life. You also have 5, 5, and 4, 4. You have 1, 4, 4, 1. So those numbers are very significant as well. Again, like I said, you guys have 4 cards. You are protected. You are guided in everything that you do. It is okay to take a rest. It is okay to be easy with yourself. It is okay to give yourself grace. But it's also okay to choose yourself. And do that shadow work because it is going to benefit your relationships that you really find meaningful and that you really don't want to lose because of what's going on inside. And that is currently what is happening is that you are slowly losing those relationships because you're also losing a sense of self. Okay? So drop the facade, drop the falseness, tap, you're a little bit too much in the starfish on the negative side and not on like, okay, I'm creative, I got this and, you know, I'm alluring. Okay? So recognize that. So fire signs, that was your reading for May 20th to June 20th for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me know how it resonated with you in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do these live on my Instagram every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. And sometimes I just hop on when spirit is led, like today. So if y'all want to check that out, as well as my podcast under Latisse_Moon, where I talk about healing, my journey, dreams, deciphering, and I also go on there high a lot. So let me know. I love you guys, but love yourselves more, okay?